Yes. Soon enough, you will forget. Good evening, and thank you again for joining us this evening for another episode of Prince William by Night, the Night Shift. I am David Legan, aka Sylvanov the Dark Druid, and I will be your host and storyteller for the evening. And before we get started, it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you our crew.
I am Natalie Chapman, and I play Sara Strong, the Coule.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Trevor Chapman. I go by Ratnap on all the interweb thingies, and I am playing Rico.
Hey everybody, I'm SailIrish on Twitch, and I'll be playing Javier Grillo.
Hey, I'm Morgan. I am playing Melancholy, and I usually go by Sleepy Sheepy on Twitter and stuff.
Hi, I'm Sara. I'm going to be playing Ruth. You can find me online in most places, like some form of Cypress Sumka. I'm also one of the hosts for Blank Bodies podcast.
Yay, Blank Bodies.
Yeah.
We rejoin the night shift of Prince William. In the normal daytime hours, not many of our assorted persons can deal with the sunlight. That's not true for at least one, Miss Sara Strong, manager and operator of the Three Monkeys, a bar and chop house that's been undergoing renovations recently, as Sara's life is taking a turn, one she's been waiting for over 100 years. We've had some people missing for a few days. Mel, Natalie Collie, one of the Lasombra twins, had to go into hiding. She had an accident at a party. There were some unfortunate souls that she took too much of a liking to. Rico Suede, recently returning from San Antonio on God knows what business. And Javier Grillo, digging out the dirt and trying to find out what's been going on. Sara, it's another day at the Three Monkeys. Rico's hanging out not Rico, Joe is hanging out in the kitchen, only freshly returned, doing his thing.
Still a little forgetful, is he?
He doesn't know that he's forgotten anything.
So Sara comes in after a long day out. She started at sunrise and has decided to really enjoy the sunshine. Today was a special day that she was going to make last. So she has gone to the beach with the boyfriend. She's gone to the written a letter to her family. There's lots of things going on for Sara. So Sara comes back to the Three Monkeys. She's got a bit of a tan going, maybe a little bit of sunburn, just making sure that she's gotten as much sun as she can take directly into her body, knowing that things will change. So I come in. Joe, it looks like it's time to open up. We need to make sure that our customers are taken care of, even though we're renovating. So let's quickly open the doors and maybe put a nice steak on for me, please.
Hey, no problem, boss. I got that covered. Hey, you seen, where's Luke been?
Luke's been around, but I think he's doing work for the hospital. So I'll take care of the bar.
I never thought that boy could be a nurse. All right, no problem, boss. We got it taken care of.
Sara pours herself a drink, has a sip, and keeps the drink behind the bar.
Rico, it's a long trip from San Antonio, driving by night, being towed during the day. But you're back home.
Yep. So I come back into Manassas. I take a quick little tour through the city streets, just getting another quick lay of the land to make certain, no buildings have fallen down or burned up or any other shit that, may have happened in my couple of days absence. I swing over to, Three Monkeys is probably a good way to start, just to sit down and slake my thirst before I expect that phone call from Milliner probably to do something. So I bring Rosalita in her current state to the usual parking spot, double parked across to one handicap parking spot, and I step out, dust myself off, saunter in, and I wave hello kind of thing, knowing there's someone there to see, and I go straight to the jukebox. And I first of all, is it plugged in? That's the first thing I check.
It is not.
Plugged in?
And it has the out of order tape to it.
Hey, Sara, did we ever fix Mel's fix of this thing?
Yeah, the tech was in. We should be able to get the right songs now. I don't know what she did.
All right, cool. So I'll plug it in, move the out of order to the side, and I fire up Bachman Turner overdrives, taking care of business.
Excellent. Taking care of business suddenly fills the empty air of the Three Monkeys main dining hall, flooding into the kitchen and the basement, the upstairs, Sara's office, and even out onto the back deck, where even as we speak, it's roped off and people are actually working on covering it over. Javier, it's been a busy day with the contractors. The last couple days, getting papers signed, getting people to work. You're kind of over there at the farm, just overlooking everything. They've got some foundations have been cut into the dirt. Concrete frames have been put up. There's even some ribbed buildings going up. There's not a stitch left of what was the Marrakesh farm. Not a piece of soil hasn't been turned over. Not a scratch of wood, nail, or copper wire is left of that place.
Excellent.
Except for what you carry in your pocket.
Wonderful.
You come up out for the evening out of the only structure that has been completed on this place, although it's not one anybody would see considering it's below ground. You see the guys closing up for the night. People are leaving. No one even bats an eye at you. It's your place, and they've been told to leave you the hell alone and to do their damn jobs.
Perfect. I'll probably hang around for a little bit, make sure everyone left. Then I would lock up and drive over to the Three Monkeys.
Yes, sir. Mel, it's been a ridiculous amount of time in this fucking morgue. playing the fucking hide and seek game, staying out of sight, not being heard, seen, or otherwise disturbing any other individual on the entire planet. And you've had a fucking enough of it. You haven't gotten any answers. Jude is his absolute same cold, uncaring self. Tries to engage you, at least over the past couple of nights, in some kind of, can I tell you a few things that'll keep you alive? And anytime you would cop any kind of attitude, he would just immediately go and just go back to whatever he was doing. He's not motivated to try, but he does attempt at least a couple times each night.
So I give him a silly nickname. Like, that shouldn't really annoy him that much. Just get a thicker skin. Yeah. We would be... I don't even know what we would be doing at this point. Like, we have really fucked up.
Yeah.
Again, that place popped up at the back of our heads that told us to do stuff that we really shouldn't. We knew we didn't really want to do, but it just was so convincing at the time. And it felt so good. Like, it felt so good to do it, you know? Like, how easily we actually, you know, just can tear flesh apart now. It's very interesting. It's very... It's different. It's definitely different. We never were that strong before.
Now look at us.
I'm gonna ignore
Let's
that.
stretch our legs.
You know, we should probably stay put.
This old guy is busy on a different floor. What's keeping us here? I'm fucking hungry.
On my list of kill, I nearly kill somebody, or actually kill somebody. Actually, that's what it's gotten to now, is actually killing people.
I didn't tell you to kill anybody, but let's go get something to drink. All he's got is that month-old bag shit from the blood donations. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Just for a little bit. Alright. We'll get out of here just for a little bit.
And the
We'll be
beast
back
doesn't even respond, gets instantly quiet.
We'll be back before sunrise. Yeah. Just a little bit of a walk. Yeah. So we'll get dressed, put on like a hoodie, face mask, the whole like sort of thing, just covering up as much of our face as possible. And I guess we will attempt to find our way to the outside of the there's the back alley, like where we first
Well, there's
entered the
only
hospital.
one way out of the morgue, and that's through the elevator that goes up to the main hall. And then it's a straight shot right out the front door. No one will ever stop you from exiting a hospital unless you're doing it dripping blood.
Okay, but can we actually get the elevator to work?
That's a great question. As you
We'll
enter
try.
the elevator, yes, it closes, and surprisingly, this old ass rickety thing with those hard to press buttons actually responds and ascends, taking you 3 floors back to the main floor of the hospital and dumping you right into the first floor lobby.
What time is it?
It's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, all right. Just I guess we can go down to 3 monkeys, right? It's a bit safer than, hunting. So yeah, we know our way there, and we'll just mosey on over.
No one even bats an eye when you exit the elevator. They don't look at you as you exit the building and walk down the street. It's about half a mile to the Three Monkeys. It's not but a few blocks away, so it's easy to get there.
Straight
Ruth.
there, no detours.
Yep. Ruth. This Chantry is not dissimilar from the last one you were at. There's an overbearing, older white guy running the place. It's pathetically racially stereotypical of the Tremere. Jarquez isn't a nice guy. He's a strict asshole, and the people that work under him reflect and mirror that all the way down what's left of the pyramid that Crowley's trying to recreate.
It's more intense than back home. Great. Love that.
It's probably been a good, week or two where you've been blessed with the bullshit chores that every new Tremere that walks through those doors gets. You definitely know that this is the place where no one is where they are without having earned it. And you're definitely on the lower end of that totem pole.
Yay.
And so is Blanka.
Yeah.
But it's another night. Finished duties. You've answered up all of your responsibilities. And you've actually been given the okay to wander off into the world without causing too much hell and mayhem.
Oh my god. I've been given Cinderella principles. Yay. I can go to the ball now.
That's right, Cinderella. Be back at midnight.
Sunrise isn't until when, roughly?
6:42 in the morning.
It's fine. I'll be back before sunrise. It's fine.
So the Chantry is a really nice place. I mean, you've seen the pictures of it. It's not too far from the regional airport that's here in Manassas. There's actually some back paths to make your way there if you wanted to catch a cab. Crowley and the other Tremere don't allow things like cabs to come here. For good reason.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not that you haven't been out in town in Manassas. It's just that you haven't had a lot of freedom to explore. It's more been, running errands here, go here, do this, go find the sheriff and deliver him this. This night, you are given the free reign.
Yeah. I will head out far enough to where it's safe for me to call an Uber to go into town. Perfect.
Doesn't take long for you to meet those criteria, and it's not long before meep, meep, you hear this little Prius little meep, meep, and wonder why.
It's quite all right.
So there's plenty of places to go in Manassas. I mean, it is definitely there's the Haven Club, which is owned by the Prince herself. There's the two silos. There's the Three Monkeys. There's all kinds of places where people can go.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid the Haven one because just I'm gonna cause trouble. So I've heard a little bit about this Three Monkeys place, so I guess I'll go check that out.
The two silos is more kind of like the country. It's a brewery, barbecue, outdoor venue for concerts and stuff, and Prince William definitely strikes you as a country place. Like they're not afraid to fly their flags.
Yeah, I've gathered that since moving here. I will start my evening at Three Monkeys, and if it's dead, I'll move on. Worst case, I'll end up at my preferred coffee shop and take notes.
Sure.
Wow.
Rico, you are the first to arrive at the Three Monkeys. You're pulling up, get out, you move in, you say hi to Sara. Anything going on for the evening? Yeah, Rico.
Oh, I thought I was already there listening to the jukebox because I fired
Right,
up the jukebox,
I'm
remember?
rolling back around to you, sir.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. No, at this point, I'm just sitting at the bar, flaking my thirst. So, Sara, anything? Well, I was there at the meeting with the dude, that whole coin thing. So,
Yes, that. Sometimes the actions of others do cause ripple effects.
really stunned by that premise. I honestly thought everyone was completely self-controlled. As I brush off my groin.
Rico, I'm sure you're fine by now.
Well, no, I'm fine. Well, physically. Still not overly pleased with the youngest of the Shadow twins.
I haven't seen her for a couple of days. Don't really know where she's at this time. Ever since I painted her room, she's a little bit more absent.
Any major fires or other events happening? That would be the first place I'd look.
Not that I've heard of.
Oh, that's good. Maybe they're staying low and being quiet. We'll have to see. Other than that, things are things, right?
You Mel.
Yes, they are.
There it is. You get pulled up. Pay the Uber guy. Yep. It's just like you remember on the outside. Sign is covered in a canvas, but otherwise it's exactly as you remember it. Hasn't been that long. And there's Rico's car, taking up 2 handicapped parking spots, as usual.
Yeah.
Rico, has it been repaired yet?
No. I believe the parts have been ordered, but I don't think they've actually been installed as of yet.
Yeah, we're gonna go and just really quickly snap a picture of our handiwork.
Mel, there it
your
is. Your
handiwork
signature scratched
not
into the
visible.
door. Oh,
No, your handiwork
That's right.
has since been smashed in with a crowbar. The entire door is devastated. The entire side is caved in such that your idle scratchings are not visible in the least. They are
Right.
overridden with crowbar holes and crowbar bashings.
We're taking a picture of that. Because why not? We're a little proud of that. We're gonna go to the mirror again and we're gonna just tilt it just a little bit so it's off.
okay.
And then we're gonna go inside.
Sara and Rico, as you are talking, the door does open and in walks Mel. Speak of the devil, lest
Can I
she
look?
appear.
I look at Sara and I'm like, see, Karma's a royal bitch.
Where have you been at? Anyway, Rico, where'd you go?
I took a couple of day drive down to San Antone. I had a delivery to make and spent a day there to get a lay of the land. It's always nice to, update my GPS for various places I go to, so the next time I go, I don't have to worry about it as much.
You must find it difficult to travel, though, don't you?
Well, driving isn't a problem. It's just the daytime that's a problem, and I always make a point of making a list of all the full day pay parking spots and other hidey holes that I can park in. As long as I can crawl into the trunk, then well, I got the car. It's got a big ass trunk.
Oh, interesting.
He just said Rosalita got back, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Very useful, Rosalita is.
Yep, she's more than just a car. Hey, look what wandered in.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, yeah, I'm just stopping by for a quick drink, and then I'll be on my way. Gotta get back.
Come on over.
Yeah, and she will approach.
How have you been doing? It's been a few days. You doing okay?
You know, just hanging out at the morgue. You know, Jude's got me kind of just there so he can keep an eye on me, which, yeah, probably for the best.
Okay. If you're willing, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need anything?
The usual. What there's like, all they got at the morgue is like, you know, bags and stuff. I'm kind of tired of it.
Understood. Mine's not exactly the freshest, but it is still fresh.
It's fresher than the morgue.
I wander over to the jukebox, making a point of looking at Rosalita to make certain there isn't any other violations to her pristine nature, and I change the song. Well, I now input the song "Should I Stay or Should I Go Now" by The Clash.
Nice. Javier arriving his few miles from the farm, pulling up to the Three Monkeys. There's the expected Rosalita, taking up prime spots.
I would park and on my way in, while still in the car, I would shoot off a message to Midas. Basically saying, special request, looking for a bottle, something that can't be bought. Send.
Now, here you go. Here's your drink.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, cool. And she will just drink. Again, not making any eye contact whatsoever. Just, kind of flighty.
Rico, you get a response. It's just a single thumbs up. Javier, sorry.
Well, I'll go in.
You see gathered around the bar. There's Rico, Sara, and, believe it or not, Mel.
Buenas noches.
Hola, señor.
Buonasera.
Rico. Señora Strong. Señorita Collie. ¿Qué pasó? How are you? Been some time.
The usual.
In a week or so, yeah. It's good stuff. How are you, sir?
My work progresses.
That's good to hear.
Any word from our cousins?
Nothing new as far as I know. I just got back in town, so I might be missing a couple of.
No news is good
but
news.
No news is certainly good news because that means something's not burning down.
I also haven't seen them for a little bit, so they don't tend to frequent the monkeys as often as others that enjoy the place.
Could I trouble you for a drink?
Of course, whatever you would like.
I'll let you choose for me.
Sara selects a bottle. That's usual. Opens it up, pours the glass, provides it to Javier. Let me know how that one does for you.
Bien.
Rico, what's playing on the jukebox as Ruth is dropped off by her Uber driver?
Actually, if I'm looking out the window and I actually see this person who's being added, like is coming in, I will put two songs on. The first song is a Long Tall Woman in a Black Dress. I can't remember the artist. And the other one is Cool Little Number by the Jeff Feeler Band.
The Hollies.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Ruth, you get dropped off, and there you are at the front of the Three Monkeys, old converted Presbyterian church, smack dab in the middle of old Civil War Manassas. Looks exactly right in place, but not as a bar or a chop house. So it's a little weird looking at it from the Tremere perspective of such buildings. And then, yeah, people hang out here.
Yeah. Ruth is aware of the rough of what this place is in terms of kindred.
That it's been declared neutral territory where kindred can gather, and it's a place where one can actually feed. Provided the opportune moment is correct. Other than that, a lot of the Tremere don't come here. Most of them, in fact, don't.
Oh my god, the nerds leave the Chantry? Oh no.
Oh, they leave the Chantry. They just don't come here.
Fair. Yeah, no, Ruth will adjust her little sundress and the little messenger bag she has on her shoulder and just proceed to walk in like this is normal.
Jukebox is rolling, and there are some people gathered. Why don't we go around the table and let Ruth know what everybody looks like and describe each other.
Who wants to start?
Sara is a 5 foot, not very tall woman, little bit on the light muscular side, like quite strong. Her name is Strong, so it kind of jokes on that, but she's very much friendly. She's always got a smile on her face. She's welcoming. As soon as you walk in the door, she says, "Oh, hello, dear. How can we help you?"
Standing by the jukebox is a 5'6" tall, thin gentleman wearing a leather jacket that's probably been around for like 40 years because of how subtle and faded it is. Underneath that, he's wearing a Count t-shirt and thin jeans over a pair of cowboy boots. Hola, senora. ¿Cómo está?
Hi.
By the bar, you would see Javi, basically 5'11", light-skinned Hispanic gentleman wearing a black guayabera. It's a dress shirt of sorts and khakis and sunglasses.
Also by the bar is a young woman, like late teens, college age. She's wearing a oversized hoodie right now, which is still draped over her head while she's in there, and some like ripped jeans, combat boots, sort of thing. She is very cagey. I would imagine is the thing that is most known, is like what she is right now. She's just sort of sipping on some blood and just sort of looking around and kind of just trying to be as small as possible.
That's one thing you notice opening the door and walking in, is that there is definitely the smell of coppery love. It's in the air, it hangs, it lingers, it sticks to everything. In fact, it's kind of mouth-watering.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, Ruth is just really quick, about average height, if not a little bit shorter, very curvy woman, and just everything about her just screams e-girl. Like tiny little dress, thigh highs, very graphic pink makeup, fishnets, just kind of a spooky internet-y looking goth person. Just kind of waves at the greetings like, hi, I'm good to sit, yeah?
Welcome. All are welcome.
Neat. That's new.
I'm Sara.
Hi, Sara. I'm Ruth. And Ruth just immediately just walks over and sticks her hand out for a handshake.
I'll shake her hand. My hand's warm.
Ruth, are you?
Bust of light.
Ruth did not. So her hand is cold, but she looks weirdly human despite the cold pallor.
This would probably be a good time for everyone to rouse for the evening.
Yeah.
I was going to wait for the first dice roll, man. Damn it. Yes, but please, everybody, rouse for the evening.
Yes. Or
One blood die, pass or fail.
Oh, pass.
still at 1.
Do not get hungry.
I do.
Am I still,
I'm hungry.
Am I still at 0 hunger then?
No, it's been too long.
Okay.
On average, you can count on 1 hunger per evening, unless you feed in between. So if you had been in hiding for a couple of nights, you'd be at 2, maybe even 3 hunger. But it's not like you were starved. You know, you got to eat while Jude was housing you. So I would assume that you're at 1. I don't think you would have come out hungry.
Mel is going to look towards Ruth and sort of like, actually sort of like brighten up a bit when she sees her. Like, just sort of raise an eyebrow, just sort of like look at her, because
weirdly friendly, I guess, for a kindred. She's just kind of like, hi, yeah. Sara, I got a small question.
Go ahead, my dear.
Could I just have a glass of red wine, please?
I think you're actually asking for the other specialty of the house.
Oh, no. I'm more than okay right now. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I will bring you a glass of red wine.
Thank you. Very sweet. Oh, and Ruth's just gonna open her bag and pull out a book and start reading.
Mel is going to look on with just shock that she's consuming anything that's not good.
Ruth, do you have the ability
Rico is going to
to
put
eat food?
Hmm?
Do you have the ability to eat food?
No, but
Okay.
when your humanity is at the level she's at, you can consume and digest wine.
Yep, just asking, clarifying.
No, that's fair.
Rico's going to put on a double play of red wine, both by
UB40.
UB40, but originally done by Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Mm.
Red,
Neil Diamond did the original UB40.
wine.
Yeah. Now, once that kicks on, Ruth's just gonna chuckle to herself, just being like, oh my god, yes. There are memes here, yes. Ugh.
Hey, Rico.
Yes, Mel.
What happened to Rosalita?
None of your damn business.
Well, yeah, that's like I know I didn't do that.
Yeah, Ruth, there's instantly a palpable tension between the two of them. Whoever this Rosalita is, might be in the middle of something soap opera-like.
Yeah. Just gonna have my satellites up to listen, but I'm like, it's not my drama yet. Hopefully it doesn't become my drama, but just gonna keep reading and be like, nope.
Sara will approach Ruth with a bottle of Merlot.
Oh.
And provide you with a lovely glass.
Oh, thank you.
And then pour the wine in front of you so that you can actually smell the bouquet of the wine as it's poured.
Thank you, Sara. I appreciate it. Do you need me to open a tap or?
Yeah, so we deal in cash. That's usually the legit things. Any sort of, if you happen to have a bank account, that's perfectly fine. We do have the Interact machine.
Do you take Apple Pay?
You know what? Yes, I think I can manage that. Just give me a little bit of time and I'll arrange that.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. I appreciate you.
So Rico's going to saunter over to wherever Ruth is sitting and turn the chair backwards and sit on it Riker style.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ruth, I'm Rico.
Hi.
What brings you to town?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give you the awfully boring answer of work.
Work takes me to a lot of towns. I know exactly how you feel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
Yeah. So you travel a lot, or?
Yes, I do a lot of transportation work. Is my line of expertise.
That's good to know. You, Rico, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm absolutely garbage with names. Just, but
All good.
Yeah, and I understand it's rude in our society to write people's names down, so I try to not, and that just doesn't help because of.
Here, I'll save you the trouble, and I just give her a business card that is my name and a telephone number, and that's it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And she just pulls out this little wallet in the shape of a bat and just sticks it in there.
Striking change of behavior from the Chantry.
Right? I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not being spoken at passive aggressively.
Yet.
Until everybody knows what clan I am. Then I'm just going to kick in.
In that corner.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, so I'm gonna be frank. I'm fairly new in the city and I'm still trying to get my bearings. Is there a portion of the city that's definitely a like, hey, maybe don't go there?
Well, yes, no, maybe, sort of, kind of, all of the above, none of the above. I don't know.
Well,
there are various places, depending upon who you are, you can go there, you can't go there, you sure?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm being extraordinarily vague and I'm sorry. I'm used to a bigger city with lots of just territorial disputes, and I don't want to accidentally walk into the middle of something.
Those.
Yeah, that's all over, honestly. I just want to make sure there wasn't a like, oh, we're actively having an issue with lupines, or anarchs are doing something, or
well, we don't have an issue with lupines. We just know to avoid them. That's our answer.
Hang on. Does anyone have like a translation for any of this weird vamp shit?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry, dear, what's your name?
You can call me Melissa.
Okay, Melissa. Yeah, so you know how there's Do you play internet, like online games, any MMOs, any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I used to play them quite a bit.
Okay, yeah. So you know how there are like in Mass Effect, how there's different alien factions and they're all arguing about different sectors of the galaxy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's basically the same, but much more boring to deal with because there's a lack of lasers.
Oh, I kind of got that. I'm asking literally, what is a Lupo?
Oh, Lupine, that's a werewolf.
And Anarch?
Okay. Oh my, you're sweet Satan. Oh,
No, Ruth, save your effort, because the moment you start telling her that something has to happen, she'll be out the door faster than you can imagine. So you know what? Just let her sit, because she's going to walk away eventually. So just, not worth the time. Really.
oh, Rico, no.
Hey, all you had to do was sit in that room that one day and we wouldn't have all this shit. I keep telling you that. That's all it is, man.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he's just bitter because I nearly ripped his head off once or twice.
Okay. So.
That's her girlfriend there, Mel.
Not dead yet, shockingly.
That's
Okay.
right. Why is she not dead yet?
Yeah, Ruth, that level of shade is being tossed around in front of you. First day out the Chantry.
Yeah. Ruth's just like, wow, this is a lot of powerful feelings.
Ruth,
Okay.
if you're feeling a little uncomfortable,
Oh, no.
send
It's
Mel and Rico to go hash it out upstairs.
Oh God,
I haven't quite demolished that area yet.
no. It's fine.
You know what? I don't mind. And she starts cracking knuckles like, I don't mind finishing the job that I didn't finish the other day at my apartment.
Haha.
Oh, I got some new toys that you would love to be introduced to, little girl.
Okay.
You would love some stuff I picked up while I was in San Antonio.
Hold
Okay,
on.
everybody.
Before you guys get too out of control, this is my establishment.
Yeah.
You will behave yourselves with decorum.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, Mel?
Ruth, so said the human.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Ruth's just gotta take this all in like, okay. I have walked into an awkward family Thanksgiving dinner. And okay. Sorry, I do not mean to pry into everybody's business, and she just like closes her book. All right, so if I'm understanding this correctly, Melissa over here is a baby bat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And your sire has told you literally nothing.
My sire actually wiped my whole embrace from my memory, and then I had to find out in like
Oh my God.
Prince herself. So
Oh my God. I'm shocked she didn't fucking end you right there. Jesus. Oh, right. Well, this is interesting.
Both of us are pretty shocked.
Here, well, I'm glad you're here. Hello.
hey, she was a lot nicer than these guys have been to me.
Okay.
With the exception of Sara. Sara, you've been kind to me.
Right. Well, I've noticed in my few years of life that some people don't like changes in routines. And that's hard to accommodate when you don't know the routines. Does that seem fair?
That's very wise of you, Ruth.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the thing is, no one's telling me the routines. They just tell me to sit down and shut up, or I'm gonna die. And it's like, the only ones who are telling me, or like threatening my life right now, are these guys.
Okay.
Like, what am I supposed to do, right?
Oh, I get that. And you're valid in that. You're super valid in that. Now,
Thank you.
Rico, dare I ask, why were you telling Melissa to shut the fuck up?
Well, we weren't telling Melissa to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
We asked Melissa to sit down and listen to a conversation, and before the conversation started, she buggered off, brought her mortal friend into the equation to the point that broke the masquerade to a huge extent. And then when I tried to come and bring her back so that we could have our nice little talk,
Melissa, just let him finish, and then I want to hear your side.
I was sent to bring her back. I knocked on the door. She decided not to answer the door, so I had to forcibly open the door. Led to a very unpleasant interaction between the two of us. We keep asking her to do things, and the moment we say something like, don't burn the farm down, we just ask, whatever you do, don't set the place on fire. What do they do?
It was important for Jax to move on, okay?
Yes.
We specifically said, the actual words were, do not burn the farm. What did you do? Set multiple fires in the farm. You did exactly the opposite of what we said.
Okay. Rico, dear, have you been put in charge of Melissa, like officially, or?
No.
Okay. Melissa,
not me. The person that's been put in charge of Melissa. Yes. The person that's put in charge of Melissa is the head of my family.
Oh.
Yeah. There's that eye opener.
Very interesting. Ooh, okay.
And they have specifically been told that they have life or death control over her existence.
Mm-hmm.
Mel, first you're hearing of that.
And you wonder why I try to run away.
Yeah.
You know what? There's the fucking door. Go. Hell, I'll give you money. I'll give you a car. I'll give you whatever. You can't have Rosaline. I'll give you whatever you need. You can fuck off. You can go away and never come back, and I will be fine with it.
The last time I tried that, you broke into my apartment at gunpoint.
You were sitting outside the hospital fucking starving to death, and we brought you in of our own generosity and gave you food that you then stole more food, and then you still wouldn't have the decency to sit down and listen to a conversation because you got fucking bored.
Sara goes and locks the door because she doesn't want anyone else.
So, Mel, when we first met, the very first time we met, and you were behind the hospital begging for blood, I specifically told you that we could give you blood, but a favor called for a favor. The favor for you to get the blood that we gave you was you to sit down and listen to what Jude was to tell you. And when that time came, you made a decision to go back to your apartment during an event that we won't even discuss. And that led to, yes, an altercation between you and myself. I tried to talk to you. You were not going to listen. So I had to take it up a step. Did I want to? No. Am I glad that I did? Fuck no. You shot my fucking balls off.
You fucking laid your hands on a girl without permission.
Oh, you made her fucking pass out because you decided to put out your fucking smoky arms
because
to choke
someone
me.
broke into my apartment with a gun.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't answer the fucking door.
Okay, Rico.
And talk to me. You
Rico,
won't
please.
talk to me. All you'll do is fucking shut me down.
Rico, please. I'm hearing everything you're saying. Just volume. Yeah, at this point, just Ruth looks over to the guy she hasn't been introduced yet. And just is like, are you part of this as well?
Que se dice, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Oh my God. That's deeply funny, but deeply funny, but like
they tend to let me handle
Untrained
it.
pups shit on the carpet. No?
it's okay. Okay, so
Mel, I'm trying to do my best to not escalate this. Yes,
Doing a shit
I knocked on the
job of
door,
it.
you didn't answer. I kicked in the door, you choked me out and shot off my balls. Then Helen got brought into it, which is a fucking disaster. And then you decide to key my fucking car just in, I don't know, pettiness, spite, I don't know. I let that slide. You fucking messed with my haven, my home, my livelihood, my business. You fucked with that.
I keyed
And
your
I
car.
let it slide. I have not taken any retaliation for that.
Mel,
Rico,
wits and insight.
Do you see
it's
what I'm
insane.
doing with here?
Wits and insight, Mel.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Can I also?
Sure. Sure.
What's the worst that could happen?
Don't ever ask me that.
Is your failure?
Oh wow. I'm
That's
actually
like handing me gasoline and a lit flare.
I'm actually unskilled in
That's a no question.
insight.
That's fine. And
What does
don't
that
forget
mean?
to substitute your blood dice.
Okay.
You
That
only
means
get
you
the
get
wits
You
that-
only roll the wits. You don't
Yeah.
get any additional dice. You just
Yeah,
roll
just
wits,
wits.
and substitute the blood.
Okay, that's pretty good. 2 successes.
and Ruth.
Oh, 4.
4 successes. Ruth, it really keys in really quick for you that Mel vandalized his car and he's accusing her of tampering with his home, his haven.
Mm-hmm.
Rosalita is his haven.
Mm-hmm.
Mel, that kind of clicks for you, although you don't know the full ramifications of that yet, but you also get that cue in your own back of your mind. It goes, wait, I keyed his car. He said I fucked with his home.
Mm-hmm.
He broke into my apartment with a gun.
I'm just going to request that maybe this has been a bit of tit for tat, because if Melissa, do you count your apartment as your haven?
It was.
Do you not have an apartment anymore?
It is
She
currently a
can't.
crime scene.
Unfortunately, the police, her death was a little bit messy, and the police came, and so Mel can't go back to her apartment.
Okay.
And
Well,
so what she did she was risking the masquerade.
Earlier that night, Mel said she wanted to go back to her apartment, and we said, happy to take you, happy to help you out. We'll take whatever we'll need. We'll sort it out. You know, we'll help you out. And that apparently wasn't good enough, and they went on their own, and now we're in a cluster frag of a couple of situations. And you know what? I don't care anymore. I washed my hands of the whole fucking situation. Mel, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you do not touch my car. And that's it. And I walk over to the jukebox and I put in 2 songs. We Will Rock by Helix and Eat the Rich by Crocus.
The irony being, if he had just been that way before, I would be fucking 2 towns over by now and out of their hair completely.
Melissa, how long have you been of the blood? Like, I'm sorry, this is a very deeply personal question. I'm so sorry.
It's hard to remember.
Okay.
Like, actually hard to remember. Like,
Yeah, because of the brain
mind.
scrambles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months now, I guess.
Okay. And nobody has sat you down and explained what the Camarilla is specifically, what a haven is.
Oh, she got to go in front of the prince.
Yeah, that was my
Which is
first.
also
That
where her
was
human friend was brought to her, and she was instructed to do a few things, which she hasn't yet.
my first interaction with, or even That was the first time I even knew what they were. Was meeting them.
Right. I am not used to a system where when somebody is brought into our world, that they are not directly given an education to understand the ramifications of everything going on around them. So taking me a moment to get my head around what's happening here. So I apologize.
They're called shovel heads.
I'm aware of what a shovel head is. I've been
They do it.
I'm aware. Now,
This is a shovelhead.
oh, that's a delightful practice where they, a certain sect of our kind like to yeet a bunch of people in a hole and just throw in a bunch of vitae, like a Skittles party, and just see what the fuck comes out of the hole. It's usually like baby sharks when they kind of eat each other, and it's messy and terrible, and I really hope that's not actually what happened to you, dear, because that's a fucking nightmare, honestly. And the fact that you're this well adjusted is fucking astounding.
I don't think so.
Ruth,
Yes.
if you're so used to that style, do you mind my asking which faction you're with?
Oh, I thought this had given it away like immediately. She says, pointing the little occult pentacle thing she's wearing.
Javier, that's humorous.
I am of Clan Tremere.
Oh,
What?
understood.
And I will be leaving shortly. Don't worry. I'm
Wait,
aware of
no,
that.
what? Like, what?
No, you don't need to leave. This is an independent place. We accept
Okay.
all. I just asked because you seem to have more knowledge of the Camarilla.
Yeah.
I do have some knowledge, but I'm not an expert, of course.
Yeah. I'm fairly well versed in the structure of it because I was let's call it a unwilling recruit for an effort. So
I can relate to that.
yeah, right? Big mood. It's awful. Now, Melissa, do you mind giving me like a moment? And I'll be right back.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you. And she's just gonna go walk over to Rico. Just
Who's playing with the jukebox? You know.
yeah. I'm sorry, sir. Rico, I'm sorry. I kind of stumbled in the middle of a big personal thing that's none of my business whatsoever.
No. No. It's you stepped in the middle of it. That's not your problem. That's ours. This is a standing issue that clearly needed to be aired, and as I'm concerned right now, it is done.
Right. So if my understanding of the situation is correct, your clan head is in charge of Melissa over there?
Not my clan, my family.
Family, sorry.
Have you heard of the family?
There's many families? I would request you be
No,
slightly more specific.
There's one very specific.
Okay.
No, but the head of my family, my immediate head of my family,
Mm-hmm.
has been charged by the more senior members of the family,
Mm-hmm.
who are adjunct with that one's grandson. And between them, it has been determined that my boss
Mm-hmm.
has control over them. Basically, what would just be a standard powder as far as any, event, right? The ability to destruct, the ability to, promote, that kind of bullshit. Yes.
Yes. If it wouldn't be too bold, would it be possible for me to extend an offer for tutoring Melissa for a period of time?
Well, you can't barter that with me. You'd have to barter it with my boss.
I have no idea who your boss is specifically. Like I said, I'm new in town. Don't know you from Adam. I mean, obviously you're Rico, but would it be possible for me to arrange a meeting with your boss then and discuss the terms of this? Because
I could take that request on your behalf. Yes.
Oh, perfect. And she opens up a little notebook that's got a bunch of witchy stuff on it, and she just scribbles her name and a phone number and an email address and hands it.
And I'll look at it and kind of give a bit of a smirk, noticing that there's an email address. Fold it up, put it in my pocket, and with that, you'll see that he's fiddling with the jukebox. He's punched in a song. I believe it's Bobby Darin's "I'm a Wanderer," and you see him looking out the window, and the only thing outside is the cars. The two of them. One which is clearly pink and rather extravagant, and you probably see a small trickle of blood running down the side of his face as he's, standing there listening to the music.
Yeah. I am sorry you've had to deal with all of this drama and issues. Let's see.
Just doing my job.
Great. Well, if there's anything I could do to help, you can also use my contact info.
Well, thanks, Ruth. You've got my contact info. As I said, I'm a transportation guy, or I'm a courier. So should stuff need to go from point A to point B, reach out, and thank you for the offer. I will certainly consider what you're putting forth, and I will talk to whom I need to regarding your suggestion to aid in the tutelage of one. And I don't say a name, I just clear my throat.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, like the second she turns away from, she's like, oh God, okay. First hurdle handled. All right, gonna head back over to Melissa. So...
Mel, as they were talking, there's that voice back in your back of your head that said, here it is again.
Shut up.
Another fucking group of people telling us what we're gonna do.
Shut up. You're telling me what to do right now. Shut up.
Just making an observation.
Shut up.
Hey, hon, you doing okay?
Maybe. I don't actually know.
That's okay. None of us are really doing okay, so it's fine. It's normal. Just the world's on fire. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I think I'm like I think they call it La Sombra.
Oh, geez, Lord mercy. Okay, that's interesting.
And then there was that bomb.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah, people react like that a lot. I don't really understand it.
No, honey, you're fine. It's most of us don't get a choice in what clan we end up in, and that's fine. I'm just surprised because I hadn't really heard about any of your clan outside of my home city, so this is very interesting news.
I think I've met like 2 other ones, and I'm actually related to them.
Ah, well, that's not so bad. I say, are they?
Hey, do you remember what life was like, before the blood sucking?
Yeah.
You ever want to go back to that? So imagine if you never could go back. Like, in any way at all.
Melissa, I'm going to be very...
I can't even touch a phone without it frying.
Yeah, that's brutal. I'm not going to lie. That's super brutal.
I used to... My main income used to be, like, streaming. I used to stream.
Oh my god, were you on Twitch?
Yeah.
Aw.
Finally got my career off the ground, like, after the fucking the nosedive that happened. It's like, it's finally like, okay, shit, things are smooth out. And then boom, I wake up and I can't fucking even, like, so much as record my voice, let alone my face.
Yeah.
That's everything I had worked towards in my entire life, just gone out the window.
Yeah,
and I had no fucking idea what happened, except I, for some reason, am incredibly fucking hungry.
Yeah, that part never gets better. That part always sucks.
I didn't even know I had to drink blood.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me that.
Yeah. So, I have a small question. So, your sire is still in the city, yes?
Yeah, we patched things up.
And they got no retribution from the prince whatsoever. Like, this was all kosher and cool and dandy.
I mean, I think the grandsire got in trouble, but he's kind of a prick anyway, so...
Yeah, wow. Fucking nepotism, I'll tell you. Look, what happened to you is absolute bullshit. Absolutely. I had a similar issue, not as intense, because I can still, phone and text and all that jazz.
She's actually gonna pull out her phone, and it's in like a water tight seal like,
oh my god,
bag and stuff. It's like, and just like throw it on the table, and it's like it's in a plastic baggie, basically, like a waterproof bag, and like it's like, this is the only way I can even fucking touch it, and it still drains like fucking twice as fast as it used to.
That's intense. We're gonna get you a better case for your phone and see if that helps. Probably not a whole bunch. From what I understand, a lot of people of your clan tend to get what's called a texting ghoul. It's just a minion that you make do your emails, and like an intern, but forever.
I might have one of those.
Already? Damn, girl, you fast.
Well, it's almost right. Do you have time?
Well, at least tonight I have until sunrise when I have to pumpkin.
Same here, actually.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be out right now.
Well,
Sara, you had such an amazing day preparing that last sunrise, that last sunset, and you hearing this back and forth between Rico and Mel, and then Ruth and Mel. Does it give you pause thinking about that they didn't get a choice, and this has almost been like a reward for you? Does it make you think twice about it, hearing their experience?
Yes, she's actually listening quite intently, because this is completely outside of her knowledge. The way her family works is very different than what they're describing, and so she's spending some time listening intently and not necessarily taking notes, but doing her little doodles in her book that she always has with her. It's her ledger book, and she always keeps it handy. she's basically thinking with a lot of compassion. These people were killed instantaneously with no preamble, no preparation. Like, Sara has been completely engaged in this world for a long time as preparation for everything that she's looking towards. And so this is she's actually crying a little bit. She's trying to keep composure, but she's crying for...
Who are you, Javier?
Javi's just enjoying the drama.
Real.
Oh yeah.
Does this make him think of days back below the border?
He's mostly thinking how good they have it and don't even know.
Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Mel is actually crying at this point.
Aww.
Just sobbing. It's like,
Yeah, Ruth will just kind of gently, very cautiously, just kind of put her hand on her back and just like, kind of just let her cry. Just like, you clearly need to process this. Like,
Mel, the last time somebody touched you, it didn't turn out so good either.
yeah, just, it's okay, honey. Like, you let it all out if you want to here. If not, we can go somewhere else and let you process. Like, this is a lot. And considering how things are going in society, you're gonna have it a lot harder than some others.
my sire,
Mm-hmm.
she's been through a lot, right? So before, like,
Yeah.
before she murdered me,
Mhm.
and she went missing for a little while, and then when she suddenly popped up saying she needed help, and next thing I know, I wake up in just fucking drenched in my own blood.
Mhm.
Do you know how hard it is to get blood out of, like, the ceiling?
Yeah. Yeah. Lot. It's a lot. And I have clanmates that are specialized in various kinds of sciences and whatnot, and that's still a nightmare.
And so a couple days of just, just trying to figure shit out. Like, the sun just can't even go near it. That was a fucking rude awakening.
Yeah.
Just, I can't. How did you, how can you drink wine, by the way? Because, like, I can't even, like, put down anything.
I don't entirely understand the process myself either. My tutelage didn't really come from my sire directly. It's a whole system. It's a whole thing. It's been hypothesized that because I make more of an effort to cling to myself, my living self, that I have certain set of skills because of that. Like, I can get up a little bit before everybody else. I mean, I can't go outside and do anything with it, but thank God I was a fucking computer nerd, so I didn't go outside much anyway, so that didn't really change for me.
She's actually just gonna start weeping again.
Oh no, honey.
Sara brings by a very soft cloth napkin that Sara had reserved for making sure that things get wiped up when they start leaking from faces.
Oh, that's right.
Ruth-
She cries blood, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, we all do. It's very metal.
So it's
Very
already red. The napkin is already red.
Ruth, it strikes you very,
It's all
very plainly that this is not Sarah's first rodeo with people crying blood tears. This place isn't as bad as it first seemed.
Yeah, no, it's
And meanwhile, the song list is currently, I started with Live and Let Die by Wings. I went to Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. I went to Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. I went to The Bitch Is Back by Elton John. I then decided to do Live and Let Die by the more recent version. I can't remember the name of the group. Guns N' Roses. And then I basically decided to do I'm a Bitch by Meredith Brooks.
I like this playlist. We need to make sure that it goes in the show notes for this particular episode.
Oh, it will.
oh for sure. Yeah, Ruth's making a mental note to ask Rico for his Spotify playlist like username at some point.
We'll put it on the Patreon.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. It's just like he's a fucking meme machine. She's just like, yep, that guy. That's great.
And then
Yeah. It's just Melissa, it's a lot.
And then-
It sounds like you got done dirty. Yeah. But you can't change what happened to you, but you can choose how you react to it. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
So yeah, I did steal a pack of blood.
That's fine.
There's a bit more to it than that. So that night was again a very pleasant lady told me about, well, that I'm supposed to treat people like cheeseburgers or something. And they took me
You
down.
must be Dr. Nice.
They took me down to the morgue to get me some blood, to drink. And
I'm noticing a trend with this morgue. ST, quick question.
Yes.
Has Ruth actually met Jude? Is that canon?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can put these two and two together.
The interview soft RPs are canon.
Perfect.
So are the play by posts.
Right on. So it's just like, so are you in that circle with that freaking Herbert West motherfucker that's down there?
No.
I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm new to the city. I'm trying to figure out who knows what, when, where, and how.
You're asking the wrong person.
That's okay. Guy that apparently works down there. I'll be honest, he drives a really, really sick hearse. Like, that was rad. I kind of want to poke him up borrowing that for some photos at some point, but not the point right now.
Wait. Yeah, that. Jude?
Yeah, that's it. He's a little stiff. I tried to name his Fox, and I think he took exception to that.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you know like your preferred method of getting E-tape blood at all, or are you still trying to figure yourself out?
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. There are a lot of methods. I prefer to go a little unconventional. Apparently, the olds get annoyed, but meh. I like to ask people if it's okay for me to bite them before I do it, because it seems weird.
You can do that?
Yeah. I mean, you can do it in a way that doesn't breach the masquerade. Like, don't do that. Like, don't be like, I'm a vampire. Even though
but like,
there's like a whole lot of people online that would absolutely just use me like a Capri Sun, mommy. That would totally happen. But we're not at that point in history yet, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, there's.
But like, if say like I took some guy back to my place and I like to bite, and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's super valid.
Cool.
Yeah. You don't have to treat people like cheeseburgers. That's a load of horse shit. That's how you end up with fucking sociopath, just shark eyes.
Do you not see why I tried to run from these people?
Well, there's no running, unfortunately.
Never.
Yeah, no, I figured that out the hard way.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to advocate for yourself. I do all the time.
It went pretty well at Haven.
Yeah, and other people need to be aware of the fact that this is all new to you. And yeah, you don't know how things work.
Exactly.
And the fact that I'm shocked the organization of the city here hasn't taken the time and effort to more thoroughly educate fledglings, but that's fine, whatever. I'm learning the house rules. And apparently they're a bit loose, but
While that's going on, Rico wants to wander over to Javier and go, so, second cousin, how's the various things going on with you? I see that you've made nice work on the farm in clearing it of all detritus and evidence of its previous bullshit.
My work proceeds apace. Blood and Tissue Center should go live soon as well.
Excellent. Well, that'll help us with our lovely little side business, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Other than that, anything else, sir? Or is it just business as usual for you and what you're doing?
As usual, so far.
Cool.
Well, it seems like the night winded down. It looked like a high, yeah.
I just want to say that as the night finishes up, the last song that comes out of the jukebox is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
Ruth, this probably was not what you were expecting. Heading out of the Chantry for a night out. Interesting people, interesting occurrence. You learned a lot more than you probably would have expected.
Yeah.
This little sleepy Civil War town isn't so sleepy. There's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, doesn't help with the other things that's on Ruth's mind at all. I'm just like, oh,
not
good.
at all.
This is absolutely confirming all of my worries. Hooray! I love this. This is great. Perfect. I'm glad that my nightmares have some validity. Great.
Mel, having come out of hiding at least somewhat, probably wasn't expecting to confront Rico.
No.
But it was coming. You knew that was coming.
I mean, honestly, anytime I go to the Three Monkeys, I'm always expecting, like, if Rico's there, it's going to be a conflict.
Sara,
Rico walks over to Mel and says, puts his hand out and says, peace. Shall we start again?
She won't like she'll shake your hand, but she definitely is like looking at you very wearily.
I never wanted to do anything wrong. Okay, simply put, I'm not part of a family other than the current family, but I'm not part of a group that has rules and protocols and plans on how to do this kind of shit. In the world I grew up, you figured it out. And if you were lucky, if you were damn fucking lucky, some vampire or some other person took you under their wing and tried to give you advice and bring you up to speed on things. We tried to do that. Obviously, we didn't try the right way. We failed. Whatever. I don't want to throw you to the wolves unless you want to be thrown to the wolves. But if you don't want to be thrown to the wolves, maybe, just maybe, you have to listen to those of us that have been around a little bit longer and trust our instincts and our emotions and motivations. If you're not willing to do that, that's your call, man. I'm not gonna force you to do anything except when I'm directly told specifically that I have to force you to do something.
It's
when it's my job.
To be honest, he was told to bring you to Jude.
That was my job. I was told by my boss to bring you in. So I brought you in. I tried to make it as less unpleasant as possible. It wasn't pleasant for either of us. Sorry. It happens. Life isn't fair. There's absolutely no sign anywhere in the world that says life is fair. It's not meant to be fair. It's meant to be endured.
Like through her tears and like sniffling, it's like, I didn't. I really am sorry. I nearly pulled your head off like that. I don't know what got into me. And
yeah, I get you, kid. I get it. I understand. I've been there in my own way. That's, it's one of those things when, like, I don't have real kids, but as far as children are concerned, the infamous thing is you try to tell a kid not to put their hand on a hot stove because the stove is hot, and they don't believe you until they burn themselves. And no matter how much you want as a parent or as a provider to not have them learn the lesson hard, sometimes I have to learn the lesson hard. It's bullshit. It makes no fucking sense. And it's because children are willful. You know what? I got to give you rope enough to hang yourself, but I also got to give you enough rope that I can pull you in when you realize that there's a problem. So, you know what? We done fucked up. Or at least I done fucked up. I'll take ownership on that. I handled the situation maybe not the best way. But just know I was only trying to do what my job is and trying to look out for a person who's brand fucking spanking new, and if they're not given guidance is gonna fuck up royally, because that's what we all do when we don't have guidance. That's it, man.
Mel is like, once you say fuck up royally, she like once again starts wailing and bawling and just like through her blubbering and her tears, she's like, I really fucked up this time. They killed the guy. Kind of trick, but I didn't really mean to do it, but it's just that his friend walked in and like they saw me and just still just bawling.
Oh boy. Yeah, Ruth just goes back to immediately like rubbing her back, just being like, it's okay. Just okay. We'll get through it. It's okay.
Yeah, Mel just totally admitted murdering somebody and his buddy.
Yeah.
We're kind of rapey like-
yeah, that's fine.
But I didn't
Okay.
mean to kill them.
Here's the thing: is with family. Family can help you out of bullshit, man, situations like that, and family can also prevent you from repeating bullshit actions like that. So, you want to be part of the family? There's two things. One, we'll help you out and we'll do what we need to do, but you have to respect the rules and the expectations of being part of the family. And some of those rules and expectations come without you being told shit. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing. You don't know who you're doing it for. All you know is you've been told by somebody who is part of the family that do it. And you go, okay, and you do it. And you don't fucking worry about the whys or wherefores, because guess what? You don't need to know. And the really cool part about it is that makes you safe. Because if you don't know the whys and wherefores, nobody can fucking hold you accountable. You just did what you were told.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a nice little world. So, listen, we want to help you out. Jude has you in his best interest. I have you in mind, despite the fact that you and I fucking bark at each other, but whatever. You know, just listen and be patient with it. We don't know necessarily what we're doing. We just try to help.
It tasted so good.
Yeah. Well,
Always does, kid. Always does.
hun,
That last drop is usually the best part.
I get the cheeseburger thing now. I just
yeah, you can, honey. It's okay. You can feed and do it a way where they enjoy it and you enjoy it, and nobody's dead and everybody's happy at the end. You have that option.
Well, yeah, normally it's like that, but
Or if you drain the body completely clean, you just make certain that you hide it or you dispose of it in such a way that it never gets found.
Go ahead, Javier.
If anyone is listening, they'll hear Javier mumble "robble robble" under his breath. He's talking.
Mel is going to, like, through tears, like, turn around and shout back at Javier. It's like, do I need to throw you again?
What? What is this scalding tea, sir? What? Wait, Melissa, you threw him?
Twice.
Why? Just
He came at me. He did.
yeah, she's just gonna turn to the strange guy she doesn't know and just be like, "Man, why? What?"
I was trying to keep her from doing something stupid. A mistake I will not repeat.
And I thought Elysium was bad. Jesus Christ, guys.
Let's just say I will be keeping my eye on her. And Javi will pull down his sunglasses, and if you look, you'll see that his eyes are completely blacked out.
Elysium was actually
I did
cool.
rouse for that, by the way.
Yeah, no, if Javier's trying to be cool, Bruce is gonna like wake back like, gotcha.
Elysium was cool for you, Mel. Unfortunately, wasn't a place I wanted to be.
Well, I'm glad I was out of town.
Yeah, no, Elysium's usually a goddamn nightmare.
I mean, it was pretty fun up until the part where they brought my friend up and said I had to Coule her.
Oh, that explains the texting ghoul now. Okay.
I haven't done it yet.
But yeah, your
I
friend.
actually
Okay.
almost drained her the first time.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
Instructions were unclear, okay?
no, you're. Yeah, that seems to be a trend I'm noticing. Instructions are very unclear. Okay. Melissa, if you are interested, I'm willing to go over all the gaps in your education if you need it. If you want it.
She's going to look up from, like, And like her eyes are really big. It's like, please, please.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
tell me anything. They just
Mel.
get mad at me.
Despite the recent paint and alterations, there's a good pull from the back of your head to get away from the rest of these people and go to at least some place that you have control over.
Shut up, 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 shut up. Shut up.
Melissa, dear, are you okay?
Fine.
Right. I understand. Is this an internal thing? Is this something new with the embrace, the change, your undead puberty, if you will?
He's just gonna like nod.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a previous underlying issue before we threw the bloodthirsty monster on top of that. So good. Yeah, we can work on that if you're interested. Just meditation, maybe. I don't know how that feels with you. Might be a little too new agey.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I just every time that voice pops in, the tentacles come out and.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, she said that.
Mention of that, Rico actually takes a visible step back.
Yeah. Just part of the brain goes, I should leave or take a step back, but the Tremere part of the brain goes, fascinating.
Fair. Completely fair.
Yeah. It's like, well, is it because you feel like you're in danger, or just because you're feeling very vulnerable?
Well, most of the time it's danger, but
Okay.
recently it's just sort of a bit more insistent and just.
Yeah. Well, the beast in your head is we're gonna call it a big old bitch. It is a jerk. It's gonna be there forever, and I'm sorry, there's not much I can do about that. But we can work on making you better at dealing with it.
That would be good, yes.
Yeah.
Because so far it's nearly ripped Rico's head off and killed 2 kind of rapey frat boys.
Oh wait, you killed frat boys.
Yes.
I almost want to high five you, but also like killing people is wrong. So
Well, I mean, like, we were kind of in the middle of, like, intercourse, and like,
okay.
he tried it, like, he thought he was like, and he was doing like the choking thing, but he was actually like, not holding it, not doing it the right way, where the actual choking, not like the fun choking.
Oh no, I've dealt with bad doms. I get it.
So I kind of thought I'd show him how it's done.
Well, you did, so that's okay. We can't
Ruth, wits
change
and
what has
awareness.
happened.
Wits and awareness, please.
Me right now, sweet.
Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody.
No, just Ruth.
Everybody do.
Oh,
Just Ruth.
just Ruth. Sorry.
I know you guys got excited because we've been like glued to this moment for a while. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Sorry, it's just important.
No,
Just
we have a
made me
rule.
mad that I'm just like,
One of the rules of night shift is scenes will go on as long as they have to.
that's fair. But yeah. 2 successes.
As you've had plenty of time now to speak with Mel, looking at her close up and personal, it occurs to you that her face is at least mildly familiar, and rolling it back behind your brain, you can recall either one of 2 things: a flash on the news before leaving the Chantry that night with the sketch that is vaguely familiar with Mel, wanted in connection of 2 murders. The other might be some online profile you think you might have seen. The more that you sit there and the longer that you are able to piece in those little details, the clearer that image becomes.
Yeah, it's probably more the online profile because been a bit busy doing bookkeeping, so I've not kept up on the local news. It's kind of a Mel, did you said you streamed on Twitch. What was your name?
It's kind of silly.
No, it's okay.
So it was like melon, like an actual, like, you know, like a fruit melon, and then Collie at the end. So like melancholy, but like.
Oh. Oh my god. I think I was subbed to your channel, hon.
Oh shit.
Right. Fucking small world.
Very small. Shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'll be honest, since I've moved to the city, I've been way behind on all my shows and everything just because, shockingly, we don't have an internet connection in the Chantry, so...
That seems awful.
It sucks so bad. Especially because I'm trying to get an apartment. I've been trying to apply for IT jobs, and just fucking I keep having to go to some bar with Wi-Fi or a Denny's.
But I mean, what about can your phone do that mobile hotspot thing?
Yeah, but girl, do you think I got money for all that data?
I'm fair.
I was like, girl, I got student loans. That is not happening. You're not wrong. It's a valid point, but I'm just no.
I mean, I still have kind of a rather large nest egg that I'm sitting on from.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, which does remind me, I was needing to poke Jude about a job, but nah, that's fine. Later. It's not like we don't have forever to figure things out, so it's fine. But yeah, no, yeah, funnily enough, I also do a lot of internet stuff, so.
She actually just lights up. Really?
Yeah, I do. I write a lot of articles on occult stuff.
Oh, shit. Maybe I'm kind of into all that, true crime and occult podcasts and stuff like that. Maybe I've read it.
Maybe. I use the moniker Ruth H.H. Holmes. Yeah, hi.
You?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I've used it to cover up a lot of masquerade issues, which seems to be a problem in the city. So I guess if you guys want help covering things on the internet.
It's not as bad as Selma, okay?
Yeah.
I'll say, Miss, I'm from a city that's got 5 times the population, so I'm just it seems like a fishbowl of chaos. So fun.
If you thought my breach was fucking bad, oh my god. The fucking smoothie shop. Holy shit.
Wait, what about the smoothie shop?
Don't worry about it.
That would be the other rather new member of this existence who decided, again, not to sit down and listen to the conversation that we offered. They demanded that they went for a jog and a smoothie for some reason.
I haven't seen her in a while.
We haven't seen them since, because the last we saw of them was in the crime photo that accompanied the fact that there was a young gentleman who had been who died under mysterious circumstances in the smoothie bar.
That is why I made sure to kill the witness.
Holy
Well, you did that right.
Sweet merciful Satan. Just
That instruction was provided between when Rico brought Mel and Carlisle had a good talking.
right.
Yeah, Ruth, they keep telling you things about new fledglings doing horrible things that are ending up on the TV and the news, known to the police.
Oh God, that's
That's-
awful. Yeah, no. We're not having this. Yeah, Ruth just pulls out her notebook and scribbles her first name, the contact phone number, and then the email. And she just passes one to Sara, and she gives one to Melissa, and she just gives one to Javier. Just immediately like, oh my God, all of you. Oh, dear Christ. Yeah, Miss Sara, you are welcome to pass that info around to whomever in your establishment wants, like, internet help. I kind of specialize in social media and security.
I understand quite what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We should talk. You're new, though. You weren't around 6 months ago, 7, 8.
No, I am younger, but I was sent here from my home chantry in Chicago for work. So,
Yeah. Lots of things happened in this lovely little town, in your neck of the woods, to say. That time, we were trying to tell Melissa about that, and she wouldn't listen. It was many.
I already
Judy.
kind of knew about that. It's kind of part
Sorry,
of-
from the jukebox, you currently hear from the Beauty and Beast soundtrack, Sleepy Little Village. Anyways.
in the shade.
Ironically enough, I'm pretty sure what they're talking about is part of the reason why I'm here, actually.
Right. Well, look, I understand if certain folks don't want to trust me or work with me, considering my clan and their lurid history of, I'm going to say, fuckery. I get it. That's fine. But unfortunately, in these nights, we are dealing with more things than just our own internal drama. So
I have absolutely no idea what this fuckery could be, so, like, no problem from here.
oh, you're good. Yeah, but if so you know, in the network or the web of the spooky nerds.
Kind of.
Yeah, and there's you know,
Yes.
people interested in like Mothman and UFOs and ghosts and all that noise. Yeah, there's a group of people that are taking that very seriously, and they're getting a budget. So I am concerned that the looseness that the city as a whole has kept with their neonates is going to draw some attention.
Most of the incidents have already been covered up.
Yes.
So, Ruth,
Mm-hmm.
don't take this the wrong way, but there's been a lot of very interesting conversation we've had tonight, a lot of things that maybe shouldn't have been said in the presence of someone we barely know, actually someone we don't know at all.
Not at all.
However, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to throw it a bone and say I'm going to trust you.
Wow.
Because you need to realize that if you break any of this to anybody
Mm-hmm.
and we find out,
Mm-hmm.
the final death will be the least of your problems.
Oh, trust me, I am well and
Because
good.
I believe it was said by my boss, we can keep you around after that point for as long as we choose.
See.
No, just saying it. You know,
Sara,
please, just,
can I get
give you a heads
a
up.
wits and composure?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what? Ah.
Yeah.
Sarah strong, not Sarah.
This, everything he
Yeah.
just said
It
goes
gets
exactly
confusing
against.
when your name's on the screen.
Sorry, Ruth.
It's okay.
Yeah, wits
Is
and
that-
resolve, because everything he just spewed out of his mouth absolutely goes against pretty much the core of your thoughts about being a consensualist. He's-
Does.
Telling you there's no choices here, and
Mhm.
it's do or die, and yeah, he sounds like, well, Crowley and the rest of those guys, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's not being polite or nice about it at all. He's just being very matter of fact.
L is mouthing.
Yeah. So, I got a crit.
Okay.
One of the 10s is on the hunger die, though.
Okay, so that's a messy
Brings a
critical.
total of 5.
The good thing
Is that
is that
fun?
you resist the compulsion and urge to lash out physically.
Mm-hmm.
You resist that compulsion.
Yeah.
Whether or not you've resisted anything else is entirely up to you. But yeah, it hit a nerve.
Mm-hmm. It did.
As good as it all sounds, it came from that archetype person.
Yeah, it did. Well, Rico, yes. I will respect your boundaries and your personal family issues, because again, not my family. I'm new in town. It's none of my business. I appreciate you allowing me to assist Melissa where I can. But I'm going to be honest about the fact that I tend to take matters of free will and choice very seriously.
Oh God, another one.
Yes, funnily enough, I was actually a registered Satanist.
Mel, what's
before
wrong?
I am
Next
brave.
card going on. Next card.
Mel,
Next card.
what's up?
Mel's like, oh, sorry. I didn't
Oh,
mean to
Mel's
actually do it.
okay. We're like, oh,
Mel
whoa,
is
she's
actually
like
going,
X-carding us.
No.
Oh, I thought you were,
Fuck.
honey. I'm sorry.
We gotta stop.
No.
My bad.
Mel is trying to signal the route. Like, no.
That's Mel
do not.
signaling Ruth. Got it. Carry
Yeah.
on.
Okay, got it.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, Ruth just being honest, she's like, look, I was a registered Satanist before my embrace. I understand that my methods, again, unconventional in our society. As long as you respect my choices, I will respect yours.
Okay. Yeah. I got no problems. I just don't want, you walked in here and a very personal conversation erupted and a lot of info was exchanged and, it's, it could be detrimental in many different ways. So I just have to make certain that
Oh,
I protect the family as is my duty.
no, that is entirely all right. And I understand your desire to be protective, particularly with a stranger. That's fine.
Well, not just any stranger, mind you.
I was gonna say, go ahead and just call me a usurper out of your system if you want. I don't care.
Nope, wasn't thinking that at all.
Oh, that's interesting, and I appreciate your honesty on that regard. She's gonna look at Javier. It's like, do you want to threaten me as well and just make this a good, like, little round button on the family situation?
I have no need for threats.
Oh,
We are all responsible for our own choices.
well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. If they give you trouble, I'll just toss them around again.
Oh, no. You don't need to do that. It is okay.
I would be glad to.
Well, hopefully we can keep from
Ruth,
throwing
Mel
each other,
says
'cause
that, and the lights around her dim.
Again, just the normal part of Ruth's brain goes, oh god, that's spooky, and then the other part of her brain goes, fascinating.
Just looking around the bar for any overly dark shadows that someone or something could be in or creating.
Sure, there's plenty. Sara started the lockup, and Joe's been cleaning and doing his thing.
All right.
Lights are getting turned
Okay.
down, and
I'm just a little paranoid.
yeah. So anybody want to roll wits and awareness will notice Rico suddenly uncomfortable. It doesn't take a lot of brain cells clashing together to put
Hold on.
1 and 1 together to equal 2.
Hold on. Where's my awareness? There we go. That is 3 successes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Rico reacts. He bodily recoils, his face gets a little stiff.
Mel will turn to him and just give him a wink.
Oh dear goodness. Well,
I'll throw her the guns.
well, I feel like I maybe hopefully didn't overstep any of my boundaries, as I am wont to do apparently. So you'll have my
Enjoy the
info.
ride home.
Do you want to go to the Chantry?
Rico goes wherever he's needed. He deals with all the areas.
I do not play favorites as far as my duties as a courier and transporter is concerned.
ST, am I aware if Crowley and them would be upset if I picked up a ride from strangers like this?
It's a coin toss. I mean, they'd probably be glad that you made it back alive on your first little outing. On the other hand, it's not like they entertain a lot of out of clan guests. You've maybe
fair.
noticed 3 the entire time you've been there.
Nah, it's pretty on par.
Although he did have that sweet pink Cadillac out in the parking lot with the fucked up driver door.
I mean, it's a pretty
And-
sick car.
I'd like to point out that one of the windows is slightly askew.
Mirrors. Yeah.
Mirrors, yes, sorry.
Mirrors just a little. Perfect. Wow. Yeah, Ruth will take whatever's left of her wine and just slam it down. Be like, oh, it's all right.
Sara goes to the door and prepares to unlock it if you look like you're getting up to leave. So
Yeah, I think I've caused enough chaos in your establishment, dear. I'm so sorry for that.
You want to be the first one?
True.
yes. Not the first. Neither are you, Mel.
I'd be surprised if I was.
Oh. Rico, if you were so kind to escort me home, I would appreciate that. And
Least I can do.
yeah, she'll just give a little curtsy on the way out and head out the door.
Sara opens it for you.
Javier, Ruth, and Rico exit stage left. Mel, tear-stained cheeks, patting it down every now and then. Sara kind of on behind, letting people in and out. It was a soft night for you. A night of people watching, as it were. there's a lot going on for Javier. Where does all this play in it for him as the evening winds down?
Javi is not terribly concerned with anything that was going on. He's
Preoccupied, as it were?
Yes. He's more concerned about the Blood and Tissue Center and the construction going on at the farm.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the farm has been mentioned a couple of times in front of Ruth, right?
Yep.
The occurrence at the farm has been talked about for sure at the Chantry. The massacre.
For sure.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
The
I would
massacre,
assume the Chantry people like talk shit about the situation. Like Bruce found people like online nerds that are just like having conspiracy theories about what happened.
It was big news. It was big news for Prince William.
Wasn't one of the Tremere the one that was on the crossing?
Yeah, one.
No.
No.
Yeah. No Tremere.
A moment.
Hold on.
That's why I have a book of notes, y'all.
And I'm the bad guy for wanting to burn it down.
Yes. Yes. That is correct.
But they just don't like spicy solutions.
Oh, no, you're right. It was Penelope. That was Jonathan Keats'
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
sire. Was one of the Tremere that was put to the fire by the Archons. So yeah, that would definitely be a hot topic.
One current scourge.
I'm just giving Ruth stuff that she might have heard, so that it ties her a little bit into the local happenings as of the last few months. And there's been plenty.
Because the massacre would have been about like 8 months ago, and the spectacular was about 6 months ago, right?
Correct.
Give or take.
Yeah, like in that ballpark. So both of them have happened within the last year.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Amongst other things.
Again, not helping with any of the like Ruth's pre-coming here, just being like, oh, yep, this checks this checks this checks this. Hooray. Hooray, this is great. Just straight up not having a good time.
Rico and Ruth eggs out. I imagine it's a smooth ride. Is there any conversation? It's not a long ride. 10-15 minutes.
I mean, Ruth would definitely make it clear that if Rico had any questions for her, go for it.
It's all good. At this
All
point,
good.
My character is probably more in just processing the whole potential resolution of the Melissa conflict, for lack of a better phrase. He's thinking, okay, is it possible it's done, or or is there going to be some twisted manipulation that's going to flare it back up again? Like, it's like, he doesn't want the exhaustion of this continuous tension to exist, because presuming Mel's going to be around for some time, he's going to have to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
He's probably a little pensive. There's so it's a 1980 fuchsia pink Cadillac. It's actually the Mary Kay Cadillac. Yes, the driver's side door is completely fucking ruined. And the interior is covered in like leopard print seat covers.
Do you notice the mirror?
Sure.
I probably paid no attention to the mirror.
Damn.
I probably may eventually, but mirrors can come out of alignment. It's not a big deal.
This is the second time it's happened, though.
I know.
Yeah, no, Ruth is
So the
this car is sick. This car is awesome.
And it's all original parts except for the MP3 player that he's put in instead of the radio deck. So it's like, and he's got probably like a terabyte of music that's on the hard drive. And probably the first thing he fires up, because you're new to the car, he's got an image to uphold. It's something by the Miami Sound Machine.
Yes. Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, Ruth's super jazzed about the car, and it's just been like, man, your music choices have been pretty on point. I was like, do you have any playlists that I could check out?
I don't have a playlist per se. I kind of I got a huge amount of songs in the in the drive in the trunk, but essentially I play what suits me for the moment. It's kind of situational.
No, that's bad, man.
I can give you the list of the songs. It's fucking huge. Like,
oh my god, yeah. If you want
everything from classical music to like death metal and everything in between.
Yeah.
And most of it though is 70s and 80s, maybe a little bit of 90s, a little bit of 60s, rock, pop, kind of, that's the bulk of it, but he does have a extensive collection.
Nice. Oh, that's solid as fuck. Again, I want to apologize for getting into the middle of your issues. That was not at all my intent.
No, I need to thank you. That was cathartic and needed to happen, and you seem to be the catalyst that brought it out.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened, and if you're the cause of it, I'm glad you did it.
Yes. I didn't fuck something up. Now, if you could just tell the regent that would be great, but you don't have to do that tonight.
I'm not going fucking anywhere near the regent.
No, it's fine.
It's like
it's
he
fine.
knows him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a little intense. But yeah, I understand that folks like myself and Melissa are a lot to deal with. So, like, if you want a translator,
you haven't shown that to me yet. So, thanks for the warning. That'll be. I'll keep my eyes up for that one then, because yeah.
I'm usually pretty good. I have apparently some opinions that contradict what a lot of people tend to jive with, and that seems to be the sense I'm getting from people local here. So, hooray!
That's okay. My entire family is an objection to the people here, and the prince made that abundantly clear when we were asked to have an audience.
Yeah,
I wasn't here, so I've only heard secondhand, but let me tell you, the stuff I've heard secondhand has made me kind of go, ooh.
No, you're fine. You've mentioned this family a few times. Is it Ricardo specific or?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I have dealt with a lot of families, not always Ricardo, so I didn't assume, but fucking Javier's thing didn't assuage any of that, so here we are.
No worries. Anyways, so I pull up the front of the Chantry and just stop, and you can disembark. And
do you hit the horn, Rico?
On the way out.
I kind of want you to.
And so as I'm pulling out and you're walking into the Chantry, you're hearing a musical version of Tequila go off, because that's his horn.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes, I love it. Just
back at
just
the
stands in
three.
the doorway, just kind of vibrating with excitement, just knowing that there's other fucking Tremere in the Chantry that were studying, and then that horn went off and it fucked up their night, and I'm just like, oh, yes. Good.
Back at the three monkeys, Javier your phone goes off and there's a text message. It's from Santini Giovanni requesting communication.
Giovanni?
Oh, bleh. Sorry, Grillo. If I can get my shit straight. It's been a long week, y'all. It really has. It's Santini.
And what does the message say?
You need to let me know what's going on.
I'm still in the Three Monkeys, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Senora Strong, I must return south. Please let everyone know I will be back as soon as I can. I have been called. And with that,
I can pass your message.
Javi will head to the car and...
Mel, that leaves you and Sara at the Three Monkeys after quite an evening of conversation with new faces and old faces.
I should probably get going. Jude's not gonna be happy if he thinks that I'm out all night again.
Actually, he's always been willing to let you go where you wanted to.
Not lately.
Well, everything has consequences, my dear. You know that. I tried to tell you that actions can have unexpected or expected turns of events. Are you going to be okay?
Am I ever gonna be okay? I don't really know. I really don't know.
You seem capable of making the leaps of logic that it takes to be okay with what you do and what is
Killing people,
required of your
murdering
existence.
people. Yeah,
Well,
probably. I mean, like, you know,
survival
I didn't really
is
think.
another way of calling that. You wouldn't survive if you didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to tell you, dear, is that you need to be concerned about your overall survival, not just where you get your next meal, but also how you fit in.
That's kind of why I tried to run from you guys in the first place, because, like, there's so many alarm bells in my head going off saying, like, you know, you should probably not get involved with these sort of people who, kind of, like, hey, do what we say, don't ask why, because, like,
The family comes off that way.
and also just calling them a family does not, I don't think that has the kind of connotations that you guys think it does. It sounds kind of organized crimey.
Joe calls out from the kitchen. Hey, Sara!
Yes, Joe.
Hey, there's some suited guys out back in a limo. Said your ride's here.
I'm sorry, Mel. We have to go.
Yeah, no, I gotta get back to the morgue anyways. I know better not than to ask questions. Bye, later. Thank you for the drink. And she is quickly out the door.
Yeah, Sara abruptly like stopped mid-sentence and turned. Mel likewise. Joe calls out after both of you, I'll lock up, I got this.
Look, bunch of dudes in suits coming by, like, that is already sketchy when I'm not wanted for murder. I don't really want to mess with that.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end our scene for the evening. Our viewing audience, I hope you stick around. We have a PSA that'll be coming up shortly after this. We take our friends and our family very seriously, and we have a personal message from Rico about mental health and wellness and being aware and being aware of those around you, not just yourself. We hope you enjoyed this evening. We love you, and we will see all of you soon. Now, as we do every time, we'll go around the house and we get our highs, lows, and noms. This wasn't like a high action kind of evening, but it was a good evening for some RP and diving a little deeper into people, that's for sure. Although I know that Javier was significantly quiet this episode, but that will change very, very, very soon. If you've been at all looking at the play-by-post that has exploded this week, notice Javier's been suspectfully missing from all of it.
Hey, what you been doing, buddy?
I mean, suspiciously is the word you're looking for.
Let's
Suspicious, no?
Just been hanging out with some friends, you know.
let's start with Mel this evening.
Apparently you're down south.
Oh,
So we
buddy. Dang.
I think
high lows and noms, right?
I think a high for me is definitely meeting somebody who isn't like
A
who's
Luddite.
yeah, someone who's on Mel's wavelength,
Hmm.
you know, like, because for the longest time she's felt like she's been like, you know, the only sane person at the asylum
Mhm.
for a while.
Oh, baby, no.
That's your perspective.
That is a perspective.
It is a perspective.
I would dare to bet and put money on others have other
Oh,
perspectives. But please continue, Mel.
Her entire focus is, hey, I don't want to get killed by these people. And they seem like they're like, again, family just sounds like organized crime. It doesn't have anything into it.
It's because it absolutely is.
That's my point. That's my point.
Character Mel, the Hecata is run by the Giovanni, which is a giant, incestuous,
that is
organized
exactly-
crime family.
Why she is terrified of these people.
Oh, I mean,
Rightfully so.
One of the faces.
They're one of the
Sara
many.
is so nice. Come on.
Oh, poor Mel.
And then that sanity kind of just dipped when she found out that her friend murdered her in cold blood, which led to a bit of a more extreme thing. And a little arson here and there.
Smidge.
Just a smidge of attempted arson, actually. Honestly, like nothing got burned down, so it's more attempted arson. I would like to. Anyway,
Smelled smoke. It was arson. Well, I did. I was there.
There was
She smelled smoke.
there was flames. Anyways, go on.
I don't really have a low for tonight,
Excellent.
but I will give the nom to Ruth for putting up with playing mediator to this long overdue conflict.
Oh, thank you.
Avi.
I'd say my high was getting the Rico Mel beef quashed for the most part. That's definitely a plus. That needed to happen. Don't really have a low. MVP, I don't know, it's kind of tough, but I got to go with Ruth for being kind of thrown into the fire and sink or swim kind of
Like-
stuff.
Heard this was a neat place to go. Ah!
Like, I heard this was a chill place, and then just opens the door, and it's just like, I don't know how many of you have randomly visited friends of yours from like very Italian families,
Mm.
and you just go in and you're like, why is everyone yelling?
Oh, that's normal.
It's kind of like that.
My family is
That is
known
my
as the
family.
Louds.
Yeah.
That is my family.
It was like, why are you yelling? I'm not yelling. I love you. Do the thing. And it's like, all right.
Do what I say. I'm not
Good
yelling.
morning, Julie.
Nat.
My high is definitely the Rico Mel fiasco has been a long drawn theme. Sometimes a lot more off screen than on.
Oh my god.
12 episodes.
So for Natalie, that's a really good high that hopefully it's put to bed.
Mhm.
Low wise, it's wonderful to play with everybody. So my low is anytime I don't get to, which today I got to play. So I'm very, very happy.
Mhm.
And as far as a nomination is concerned, sorry, my eyes are just leaking.
It's okay.
I definitely believe that Melissa did an excellent job of
Mhm.
breaking down and crying for the death and the murder of two innocents.
They weren't that innocent.
Yourself?
They were not that innocent.
Burned in hell.
No, just the date rapey one.
Nobody is that innocent unless they're young.
Rico.
And that is a Sarah strong conviction. So.
Excellent.
So as both Javier and Sara had pointed out, the high for tonight was the necessary cathartic moment between Mel and Rico, where it's at this point they're either going to find mutual ground or they're going to kill each other. So this is a point where it, like depending upon how it goes, it could go either way. I'm hoping it goes the former, where we find mutual ground and we find a way to be, but after that, if it's not that, then I'm probably making a new character. Because I think Melissa has more to take me out than I have to take her out.
Psycho Pump is ready to go in this case anything goes wrong.
So's the good father.
Oh yes, I already have artwork for the Good Father.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, by the way-
Also, I'm terrified.
Yeah, he's also a Malkavian, just to make life entertaining.
Oh God.
We don't know.
We've not had good lucks with Malkavians in this chronicle.
Just so we needed.
Mhm.
So, lows, really can't think of much. I think I think tonight there was no major issues or anything. The typical stumbling blocks that we have, but nothing that was like earth shattering or anything. Maybe my accidental misinterpreting Melissa's X as an X.
I was with
Well,
you.
no,
I was like,
that's
oh
right.
God, did she forget it's this? Because she's like,
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, and I'm thinking like, what the hell could we possibly have done?
Yeah, I was baffled.
I was thinking the whole consensual thing might have triggered her off or something. I'm like, what could it be? What did I say? What did I do?
I'm just glad you guys are like super on that shit, and we're just like,
Yeah, we don't.
There's
play
a
with it.
reason we have consent forms.
Yeah. No, it's great.
My nom is going to go to Ruth because she literally got baptism by dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the only way to fly.
It's my brand. Dumpster fires mostly.
Because you figure you're walking into a chronicle that has been going on for
14 episodes.
this is the second season, but for this group, it's clearly 14 episodes now.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of play-by-posts and other stuff happening that basically is creating a backstory, and you're walking in like media en res. You're like right in the middle of it going, what the fuck? So you know, I think it did a good job of both you dealing with the fact that there's these two adversarial people and bringing your character to bear while that was happening. Right? You're bringing out those things that make your character and make it noticeable and identifiable and unique enough that it's like, oh yeah, that's Ruth. We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
excellent.
thank you. I appreciate that.
And Ruth.
Hi. Yeah, hi for me. It was just like getting to do this with y'all because y'all are rad as hell, and I've liked every bit of the Chronicle I've kept up on. I'm excited to participate where allowed to and bring this strange, just oh god, yeah. I made a Tremere that has humanity 8, just to let you guys know, like that's how weird this is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Don't do anything.
Behind the scenes, I, as a character, don't know anything about World of Darkness. I also don't really know anything about World of Darkness as a player.
Oh,
So this is.
well, I'm glad you leaned into that for roleplay, where you're just like, I don't know shit. This character also does not know shit. That's kind of what I tried to do with Ruth being like,
Funny how our experience
so, like,
lines up.
all of this drama is just like, wow.
It's also
love
why
how
we
it's
encouraged
doing.
Mel to play a fledgling.
Yeah.
So
No, it's super good.
did you buy that point of humanity, or is it because it's
It
not
comes with
consensual?
consensualist.
It does?
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
mhm.
All right.
Yeah. So at least the thing I enjoy with V5 is because the conviction system allows your morals to be just very, very diverse.
Divorce?
And divorce.
Yes, I divorced my morals. I have humanity too.
I'm trying to maintain my flat American accent, not my weird half brogue. I sound maybe Canadian voice.
It must be difficult with the two Canadians in the room.
No, it's fine, but I immigrated
There it was.
here from
I heard it.
Scotland,
No!
and I'm not Canadian at all, so it just is confusing.
Bunch of a-holes. That's
Great. I hear you like that poutine.
Tells me what to be. Tells you where I was at, and we meet where we too.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think the only low I have is I feel kind of bad that just Javier was just sitting there just fucking vaping and just taking in the hot tea of the drama.
You haven't watched enough episodes to find out that that's his methodology.
Oh, it's great. I love it. He's just sitting there like, I'm gonna get these fuckers later. It's gonna be great.
Well, Javier doesn't need you to be, quote, undead to torture you. That's the best part.
Yeah. No,
Yay.
no, it's fun. Look,
Well, for me.
well, look. Hopefully, we can just be friends, and you don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, ideally, yeah, but
Yeah. And just like, look, Ruth's just like, look, apparently I'm just a counselor now. And I also am like, well, if somebody fucks up, I can get onto the Twitters and just fucking spin that shit as hard as you need. As well as looking for cybersecurity issues that might be happening.
You might find
Sarah
friends
will be
among the
very
coterie.
interested in checking
Yeah.
out your handle and anything that you post from now on.
Oh yeah, no, if it would be, it's hilarious because if you Google, like, I guess I'm gonna sort of like H or RH Holmes, like any of her articles or Twitter posts or anything, you're just like, so much of what Ruth has been doing online has just been twisting things that people are posting if it gets anywhere close to what the masquerade is, and then just being like, no, but what about this theory over here? Like, what you're saying is crazy.
So you're an online spin doctor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's the
No,
PR
like-
department.
Guess what song I'm playing next when she shows up?
Yeah.
Something by the Spin Doctors. Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
or an
What
80s game.
what makes her scary is the fact that she's just like, oh, I haven't let go of my humanity, and I'm also using this technology, and I will wield it like a motherfucking sword.
Fantastic. You have a nom
does
for
it
us?
spin you
You're not-
right round, baby, right round?
Truth is what you make
Good
it.
one.
Reality is only perception. Yeah. Can I give little tie points to both Melissa and Rico for both playing both sides of a valid actual conflict.
Yes.
Where it's like both sides have a good point, but both sides also handled it terribly. He's like, one side's like, I want you to not die, and then she's like, I also want to not die, but also, fuck you, Dad, I'm going skateboarding.
So I hi, low, and on for me. Hi, always get to play with you guys. Mel, welcome back from the abyss of non-communicado. And Ruth, welcome to the table. Hope you enjoyed the evening. We certainly did. Yeah, watching that mess between Mel and Rico unfold. I've been dying to see that happen since balls were shot and necks were stretched. I couldn't wait. Like every time the two of them were even remotely close to being in the same room, I'm like, please kick it off, please. And praying for a bestial failure on anything.
Well, I had a bestial failure over that at the dinner. I did,
and Mel wasn't even there.
Mel wasn't there. They just talked about Mel, and I got pissed off.
A bloody I got what was it? A messy critical. That's what fucking started the whole head pulling thing. Like those are dangerous.
Y'all are spicy as fuck.
Thank you.
So
Spicy, god dang.
Next week's episode, Ruth, is the episode where that battle between Melissa and Rico goes down.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
And then the next two episodes are the Elysium. So
yeah.
You might have a different opinion of the Elysium after you see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Elysium was fucking fly as hell for me.
Yeah,
excellent.
Whole, by the way, you gotta ghoul your touchstone thing.
That part was pretty awful. I will admit.
It's supposed to be
the only low part of the night, honestly.
It's okay. Well, we'll talk about it later. We'll you can fill me in on the deeds, and I can fill you in on the deeds. We'll get it figured out. We'll have a kiki. It'll be fine.
You have a low, David?
There was a part that was a little slow for me, but that's just me, because I'm used to you guys throwing so many things at me to throw back at you, and we don't get a lot of chance for a scene to play out this deeply, and that's a pleasure, by the way. Don't take that the wrong way. And it was awesome because it needed to happen. So I guess my low isn't really that valid because I sat here glued and watched the whole thing. So I guess that kind of turns it into a high because as a storyteller, I don't have to work so damn hard.
Hey.
Is that selfish?
Hey.
So
we did it.
I don't know if you saw our rules, Ruth, but that's one of the rules of the night shift is that scenes will go on as long as they have to. We adopted the Fight Club rules.
I like that. I appreciate it.
My nom is going to go to Rico for overcoming that she can pull my head off and giving out the barks, and really letting her have it. It's like I could feel that dad tension, the disappointed dad bark. And for me, that's not the best thing in the world because, but yeah, so that touched a nerve. That was fun. But yeah, Rico, you get my nod this week, and Ruth, by the numbers, you get an extra XP. Everybody takes 2, and you get a 3rd, as you got the majority vote. Fantastic, guys! Great RP. Yay. Great session.
Yeah.
So
I had so much fun. Thank you, guys.
Hello, my name is Trevor Chapman, and I play Rico Suede on Prince William by Night, The Night Shift. I'm here to remind you that your mental health is a very important thing. We all have problems, and I do mean all of us. I personally have suffered from both clinical depression and suicidal ideation. Sometimes it can be hard to share our issues because we don't want to burden other people. or we're too afraid or ashamed of the things we have done or the feelings that we have to even try to reach out to other people. But friends and family are here for a reason. They would much rather hear that something is happening in your life and help you with it than to find out too late that they didn't even know and they couldn't even try. If you feel that you can't talk to your friends or family, there are other resources available for you to talk to. Please take advantage and reach out to them. There is no need for you to go through this alone. We all need help sometimes. There is absolutely no reason to feel ashamed or afraid to ask for assistance, especially if you need it right now. If you or someone you know is in crisis, whether they are considering suicide or not, please call the toll-free lifeline at 800-273-TALK to speak with a trained crisis counselor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline connects you with a crisis center within the Lifeline network that is closest to your location. Your call will be answered by a trained crisis worker who will listen empathetically and without judgment. The crisis worker will work to ensure you feel safe and identify options and information about mental health services in your area. Your call is completely confidential and free. Again, that number is 800-273-8255. If you are unable, unsure, or prefer not to speak in person, text the word NAMI to 741-741 to connect with a trained crisis counselor to receive free 24/7 crisis support via text message. You are not alone. Trained expert advocates are available 24/7 to provide confidential support to anyone experiencing domestic violence or seeking resources or information. Help is available in Spanish as well as other languages. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline toll-free at 800-799-SAFE. Again, that is 800-799-7233. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, help is available. Call the National Sexual Assault Hotline toll-free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 800-656-HOPE. Again, that is 800-656-4673. You will be connected with a trained staff member from a sexual assault service provider in your area that offers access to a range of free services. For the Disaster Distress Helpline, call 800-985-5990 or text the word TALK with us to 66746. This helpline provides immediate crisis counseling for people who are experiencing emotional distress due to any natural or human-caused disaster. This multilingual, confidential, and free helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, call 800-985-5990 or text TALK with us to 66746.